Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a sequel to Doctor Strange. It's been a lengthy 6 years since the last movie, but he has been in the Avengers movies. So I didn't really know what to expect going into this movie. I knew it was directed by Sam Raimi, and that's about it. Actually, honestly, I'll be honest, I wasn't too excited for this movie. I didn't even buy advance tickets. I just grabbed some like last minute for the Sunday night show. This movie is about Stephen Strange. He is attending Christine's wedding, and you know, he's kind of like got this sort of mopey thing going on where he's like, I'm fine, I'm happy, everything's okay, even though, you know, Christine and I didn't work out. And then a giant tentacle octopus monster erupts in New York City and just appears there and is chasing after a young girl named America Chavez, who has the power to jump through multiverses. And after they defeat the monster, Wong takes her to Kamartaj to protect her, but we find out that these demons are after her they want to absorb her power, basically. And then the villain shows up and starts trying to chase them through different multiverses. This movie doesn't really take great advantage of the whole multiverse aspect. If you're expecting like a Thor 2 finale or like chasing people through crazy multiverse stuff, you don't really get that. There's that great shot of like Strange and Chavez jumping through the different realities where like their faces are like morphed and there's like dinosaurs. You don't really get any of that. It's like, that's about it. Most of it is about basically the villain chasing them, and then, you know, a couple of cool action sequences. The movie has great music and direction. Those two are the strongest points of the movie. Danny Elfman has a great score. Sam Raimi has a great visual flair. Lots of twisting camera works, a lot of POVs, a lot of craziness. There's some horror elements weaved in. This movie is darker in tone than any other MCU movie, to be honest. It's a little bit, it's PG-13 for starters, and it definitely pushes the boundary between that and a rated R, because there's some brutal kills and action sequences. Tone is darker. The horror elements can be a little bit too scary for younger audiences, but for me, I thought it was a really great bombastic movie. You know, like really entertaining, really fast paced. It's only 2 hours long and it went by so quick. I liked all the character beats. You know, you don't get too much in terms of character development. The villain gets the most, and Doctor Strange in America, you get like the barest for America. You know, there's a whole controversy with her parents being lesbian and other countries wanting that cut out, but it's kind of important to the movie, so I can see why they fought to keep it in. Also, Disney's been like 0 for 0, because every time they try to pander to other countries, it doesn't work, because they tried to make Mulan and then Shang-Chi, and then Black Widow didn't get played there, and then now, you know, Disney's like, you know what, this market's tapped up. Don't bow to the Chinese censors anymore. So there's a small step for that, but I'm getting off topic. Yeah, so in terms of like character development, Stephen Strange gets very little. He's also dumbed down a little bit. It's kind of weird. Yeah, America Chavez gets very little. The villain gets the most development, and you get some cool action sequences from other versions of other characters. So that's kind of the highlight of the movie. But I liked the freshness that brings. You know, the movie's darker. It offers you something that you haven't seen before, even if like some of the story beats don't work. Like, I won't get into it because of spoilers, but ultimately it was a very satisfying action movie for me anyway. I enjoyed it, you know, mainly for the visual effects and things like that. So I give Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness a 7 out of 10.